I have a boxed expansion for the Star Wars card game. I hesitate to call it a big box expansion because it's not too much wider than the size of my hand there, and but it is larger than the normal packs that they do. And this is the Balance of the Force expansion. It looks like they're going to start dabbling in the expanded universe. You see there they have Mara Jade, for those of you that are familiar with that. And you do still require the core game to play. You're going to get 154 new cards, a rule insert, one multiplayer Death Star dial. If you do put it in the sleeves, it requires 4 of the Fantasy Flight Grays type sleeves. It says features 2 unique challenge deck scenarios, the Hunt for Skywalker and Jar Rod's Task. It includes a new objective set for each of the 6 factions, new multiplayer rules for 3 or 4 players. Like I said, it has the 2 challenge decks. So basically a light side challenge deck and a dark side challenge deck. We'll open it up and take a look at what cards actually come in here. So you have your small ad pamphlet. You have a rule book here, and starts out, shows you how to assemble the multiplayer dial. It goes into the setup and turn sequence for 2 versus 2 play. It starts to explain the challenge deck scenario, starting out with the Jar Rod's Task. And that is a dark side challenge scenario, looks like. Then you have the Hunt for Skywalker, which is a light side challenge scenario. It's a couple of pages describing how to go through that. You get some general multiplayer rules. You have a new keyword, which is influence. And it's still continuing on how to win the game there. Yeah, so general multiplayer rules, it just goes through the setup and the turn and how you're able to communicate with the other player as far as what you got. That continues on the back. You have some credits and you have card effect interpretation, I guess, as it applies to the multiplayers. And you have your punch out here, so you're gonna have, looks like you're gonna have 2 dials. You can see they got the pop outs there for where the pieces are going to go in, and the 2 dials set. The pieces that assemble your dial together, and looks like we're going to have 3 packs of cards here, and that's going to be everything that comes in here. Let me straighten out the cards and I'll come back and go through them. So I have the cards opened up and sorted. You're basically going to get 3 different kinds of cards in this deck. You're going to get the standard Force Pack expansion with 1 new objective, and the cards that go along with that for each of the 6 factions. So you can see you get light side and dark side, and I'll go through those in a minute. But you're also going to get some challenge decks, and basically with these challenge decks, they're going to come with a set of new objective, and 1 person will play the challenge deck with maybe some cards added from their collection if it allowed. The rules, I just skimmed through them, but they basically play with this deck, and they can play against 2 other players or 3 other players attempting to beat them. This one is the Search for Skywalker deck, where the dark side, you'll have 2 or 3 dark sided players attempting to win this challenge, and you get cards in here. Luke Skywalker, Rebel Sentries, Bothan Facilitators, Tatooine Sympathizers, Rogue Squadron Backup, Spec Force Commando, Rebel Ambush Team, Decoy Wing, R2-D2, Bosch, Wedge Antilles, Red 5, Secret Hideout, Command Center, Entrenched Position, Rebel Honor Guard, Rigged to Explode, The Force is Strong, Run Luke Run, Premonitions of the Future, Evading Pursuit, Change of Plans. So this is the deck that the light side player would play. And then we have the objective cards that the dark side player would be attempting to take out. You see one side always has the Hunt for Skywalker on it. So you'll set these up in a configuration that it shows in the book here. I'll show the configuration. So they'll be set up in that configuration where the Hunt for Skywalker shows, and then as the dark side player plays, they'll get flipped over, and you'll see on the back of them they all have different objectives. It'll be the actual ones that once they're discovered, they'll be destroyed. So you have the mines, the final ship, Dagobah Refuge, Coruscant Rescue, Rebel Command, the Ruins of Alderaan, Frontline Reinforcements, Mission Kolthus, and the Hunt for Skywalker. So that's the light side challenge deck that comes in. And with the dark side challenge deck, you're going to have basically the Death Star. So you'll have one person playing this dark side deck, and either 2 or 3 light side decks playing against them. The dark side player is essentially looking to get the Death Star in play and demonstrate its power to the rebellion. So this starts out of play, and at some point in time you'll be able to meet the requirements to put it in play, and then you can use that to strike and take out the light side. But you see you have a unique back here. You're going to have some objective cards in here also. But you have Limitless Ambition along the Sanctuary Pipeline, Heightened Security, Jerjerod's Task. You're going to get a couple of those, several of those actually. So you'll get 7 of them, I believe is what it said. So I think these start out of play, and you start with these 3 in play, and as the game goes by you'll be able to play these out of your hand, I believe the rules said, because you see the backs match the deck. And then you're going to get the cards you can play with. So you have a construction droid, quite a few of those, Death Star guards, interceptors, destroyer defense fleet, Lambda class shuttle, Vader, Moff Jerjerod, Admiral Piet, Emperor Palpatine, orbital construction yards, tactical command center, strategic command center, the indoor shield generator, signal jams. We shall double our efforts, fleet ambush, fully armed cards, and change of plan cards. So that's the dark side challenge deck that's going to come in this. And the last thing I'll show is I have the dial assembled now also, so you can see it's set to, in a multiplayer game, I believe you get a total of 16 for the dark side to win between the two. Played in a 2-on-2 game. In the dark side challenge deck, where you're attempting to build the Death Star 2, these numbers just reduce the cost of putting it into play. But we have the cards that come in the standard expansion for the game. So these are some of the light side cards. You have the objective card, Watchers in the Wasteland, and that's going to come with Obi-Wan Kenobi, a Shistavian named Wolfman. I'm sure I'm butchering that. Force Cleansing, Supporting Fire. You have a Rebel Alliance card here, Blue Squadron Support Objective, and that's going to come with Blue Leader, a B-Wing, and another just standard couple of B-Wings, Rapid Fire, and Supporting Fire. You have the Smuggler's thing here, and you have Rendar's Wrath objective. You have Dash Rendar. I believe he's expanded universe. An Arcana Rumamonger, a couple of those. A Smuggling Shipment and Supporting Fire. Then we have the Dark Side. You have the Sith here, and you have the Emperor's Hand. And that's going to be a Mara Jade card. And Agents of the Hand card. A Join Me card, and a Supporting Fire card. You have the Imperial Navy here. We have Repair and Refurbish is your objective card. Thunder Flare, a Logistics Officer, a Weapons Upgrade, a Supporting Fire, and then you have the Scum and Villainy here. And your objectives: Mercenary Support. You're going to get Punishing One. Looks like a ship. I don't know the origin of that. You have Transdotion Security Team, a couple of those. A Price on Their Heads, and Supporting Fire. It seems like it's short a card. No, that's right. One objective and 5 cards to go with it. So I know I didn't give a real close-up on all the cards, but that is everything that comes in the Balance of the Force expansion for Star Wars the card game.